Hi everyone, I will give you a quick review of how to prepare in case you are preparing for any interview. The points that you should remember, the resume points, how to prepare your resume, for example. If you are going for a tech interview, then the things you should write in your resume, and uh, the initial questions that you'd get, and the sudden panic that you get when you can't answer a question. So I'm going to write down some of the points here. It will be helpful for you if you have suppose a interview tomorrow. So let's go. I'll show you my resume first, what I prepared for my interviews during my days. This is my resume. You can see, so how did I get these experiences first of all, and why I'm saying sharing my experiences, because I have gone through a lot of interviews where I have seen my failures myself, and I've also seen my successes. So how I reached those success is a long story, and those I have gathered from a lot of experiences, and at the end some of the help from my friends. So you should take help from anywhere you get, but I will share some of the points that have really helped me and will definitely help you. So anytime you go to an interview, the interviewer will ask you to introduce yourself. So how will you introduce yourself? There are some specific words you can say, like hi, my name is Pratham, this is my graded CGPA, and I study in this branch of this department in this university. If you are going for an out to the campus interview, then you can say your university name. Otherwise it's not compulsorily necessary if you are giving the interview in the same institution. Then you can go with your experiences, like here I have mentioned my two experiences for an internship. And if you have not done any internship, then give a fake one. I'm not encouraging you to do some forged thing here, but this is how you can get success. And let's be honest, that's how the job market is. It's what they demand. And then you can go with the projects. Give a maximum of 3 projects. No one wants to see a cluttered resume. Even with 3 projects, you can see my resume looks cluttered. And always keep your resume in a single page. In the end, I will also say why I told you to share a fake experience later. And let's go for the skills here. You can see I have given only 2 languages here, and you can mention your skills in front end and back end. Always separate them. In front end, you have seen I have given you 4 skills. I can definitely guarantee you that I only know 3 of the skills here: React.js, UI, SAP, UI5, and SAP. And from the backend side, I know Node.js, Express.js, Spring Boot, SAP BTP. 4 of the things I know. So even though this looks good on paper, but if you get asked in point blank, so like if you get asked about React.js and you are not able to answer those questions, you will leave a very bad impression there. So my recommendation is max of three languages, three front end uh, this interfaces will give a good impression, and 2 is also fine. Databases, go with 2, not 3. 3 is not, I'll tell you, I have become a professional now. So max developers will have a maximum of 2 language experiences, even senior developers. So don't give this unnecessary things. Concepts and tools, you can give copy this, you can copy this exact structure of my resume. The structure is absolutely fine in this resume. Only thing I can say is that things are over exaggerated here, which is fine for a new developer here. I am definitely sure that you are also doing this thing. So when the interviewer goes, he knows that you will not know entirely all of these things, so he will see that the truth you can offer to him. The postman, you can see concept and tools. I definitely don't know CI/CD here. And the course framework here, you can put your college course curriculums here that you have found interesting here, like computer architecture. You can put this artificial intelligence, you can put deep learning here, and database management systems. These are good things. And in certifications and achievements, put a maximum of 1 certification from a good institution. Like, don't put anything that you have paid. You have, suppose you have taken a paid course from some third party knowledge provider. Don't put them, because it gives a very bad impression. And here I have given neural networks and deep learning from deeplearning.ai. You might have not even heard about this before, but deeplearning.ai, if the interviewer asks me what you have learned from this course, then I can definitely tell him that I've learned about the fundamentals of deep learning about this course. uh, Along with this, why deeplearning.ai, because the professor uh, which teaches this course is renowned and respected. You can search about him in internet, and you can write about your achievements here. This is also not mandatory, and these things are always a requirement. And now coming to the point why I wanted you to share a fake experience here, because the interviewer who goes to interview you, in the campus or outside campus wants to see if you have done anything in your 4 years. Like he wants to see that you have given even 50% or 60% of your time to learn something. So give this experience, and actually this shows commitment for you. Now during my time, I did not learn this thing about to do a fake experience here. That's why I have to tell you the truth. I suffered, but in the end of fourth year, I got this internship, Energy 7 AI ML internship, and I gave my truth experiences here. And later, after sharing this experience, I have to say I got a lot of positive responses from my interviewers, and I got a lot of calls also. Uh, and this is the internship which I did, and I'm currently in this company. So I have not updated my resume. This is a very old resume for me, and as you know from your experiences till now, that resume we have to update every time. So yes, these are some of the things that you can give. Now I will share as a backend developer, if you are going for a role of a backend developer and a machine learning engineer, for the role of a machine learning engineer or a backend developer, the things that you should remember, the concepts that you should remember before going to an interview. The UI, I will not share that because I am not a UI developer, but I have learned extensively about deep learning, and currently I'm a backend developer. So you can trust me in backend side of things. So let's go with backend first. So some of the things that you should learn in backend are RESTful APIs. RESTful APIs. You can call this is REST APIs. And other things are how we create a batch API. You might have not heard about this. Why batch API? Batch API is because suppose we have an endpoint and this gets populated with millions of data. Then the load time will increase. So if we have a API, we have created a API and a UI side, and suppose there are 1,000 users who are sending their details name, their payment details and their address details at the same time, and suppose more than 1,000 people are doing at the same time. So our each endpoint will get populated, will get requests from millions of data, millions of UI data will come at the same time. So this will overload the system. This will overload the system. So how do we solve this problem? So what we do here is that we send data in batches. Suppose the first 100 requests will send in first loop. So suppose there will be a total of 10 loops in our code, and we have 1,000 datas, right? So we'll set 100 plus 100. So in the first second it will send 100 records, in the second second it will send 100 records. Like this will manage load time. And one more some other things that you can learn if you are in the backend side of if you're going for a backend interview. So the unique skills that you can learn, suppose is many to one and one to many model relations. So what do I mean by this? You might have, this is related to database side of things. Suppose we have a model or a schema or a table, whatever you mean. This means the same thing. Model, schema is the structure, but and table. Suppose we have one table, and this can be related to many tables. Learn about these things, and this is called a one-to-many relationship. And similarly, many tables can be related to one table, which is called the many-to-one relationship, or we can call that an association relationship. Uh, what other points I can share about in the backend side of things is there are many SAP guidelines that you can follow. Guidelines to follow for REST API, Graph QL API standards. What we do for authorizations. Learn about Postman authorizations. And what to these things. There are many things about backend that I can share, but it will be in some other time. You can share in the comment sections if you want to know more about the backend side of things. The questions that you might get asked in the backend side of things, but these things will make you stand out. Deep learning. Now let's go for deep learning. Be clear about neural networks. uh, be clear about the equations. I forgot about the equations, about the distance equations, and many more hyperscalers that you need to know about these things. So let's not go with deep learning currently because I have definitely forgot. I will share you some points, references that you can take for deep learning. So some YouTube channels which you can follow are Jazz Learning, and obviously courses from deep learning AI. This is resources are available for free in YouTube. And you can get a subscription too, which can be free in deep learning AI, which would also give you the certificate, and you can do those courses too. These things will give you the basics of the neural networks and the models and parameters that you need to guide your model to achieve a certain efficiency and a good training. Other than that, there can be cross questions from the interviewer regarding how do we save a model. Like I was asked a question for after we train a model, where does the model training data get saved? And there is a file called m2 file for which where the training data gets saved. So these are some of the cross questions that you will get asked. So yeah, that's it. If you have any questions, put those questions in the comment sections. I will answer. Thank you.